Hey guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Helio again with Keep It Dirty Off-Road. This week we got a treat for you guys. My buddy Jason and I had a chance to go meet the guys down at AlphaRex and try out a set of their new F150 Nova Series headlights. These lights look really great on the F150, really set it apart. In this video we're going to go over everything you need to know to install. And don't forget to stick to the end of the video. We got a couple examples of the light output of these lights. It's just impressive, as well as an offer code for you guys that want to get a discount on these lights.
Unboxing the AlphaRex Nova Series headlights. They come pretty well protected. Just look at that. That thing just looks quality. You'll notice it's got individual LED pods, 3 individual ones up here for your low, 2 down here for the high beam. It still uses the factory incandescent bulb for the turn signal here. Then you have your planks right here that basically function as directional turn signals and your daytime running light. And the boot up sequence is unlike anything else on the market right now.
I'm taking a look at the back of the lights. Everything back here is sealed and looks like it's very well constructed. In talking to the AlphaRex team, inside of both of those pods, they actually have the error canceling resistors on there so that you don't get any codes on the truck.
This also has full adjustments. On the top is for your low beam adjustment up and down. Down here for your high beam adjustment up and down. So this is what's going to hook up to your DRLs. This one here is going to hook up your stock incandescent light plug for your turn signal, and then your high and low beam connections will be there.
Then up top is your marker light. Now the kit comes with this optional harness you can install to enable the daytime running light planks to be on at all times. Now again, this is an optional kit, you do not have to install it, but it will give those planks a little bit of extra use so they're nice and bright during the day. Now because this is an optional installation, we're going to go ahead and put the time codes below if you want to go ahead and skip this section. If you do want to install, you have to wire in the harness first, otherwise you won't be able to access the lights later for installation. Now let's go over the actual wiring harness. You have your black and red lines that are your hot lines for wiring to the battery, and then you have your gray line that you're going to tap in using an ADA circuit to actually use the relay built into the harness to turn your daytime running lights on and off. Now you'll notice that the kit comes with this extra yellow wire, and the wire actually matches one of the connections on the light. Now this connection is not currently used according to the AlphaRex team, so don't use it. If you'd like, you can tie it away or go ahead and cut that line. Now we ended up running the passenger side under the frame right there and just pulled it through. The driver's side, we're going to end up sending over the radiator using the plastic shroud as protection. Now the cable that comes with this kit is very much cut to length. It barely fits. So if you want to get a little slack and a little bit of a different run, you are going to need to extend this cable on your own.
Once everything's hooked up, it's about as much slack as you're going to have, unless you are comfortable adding wire to it, which isn't a bad idea. But for now, I think it'll be just fine right here. And shroud back on, have it sandwiched between this lip and these clips. So from here, it just turns into a sophisticated game of whack-a-mole. Adding the circuit. Oh, that's a tight fit. Oh, that felt good. Got it all the way in there. Right. So this is going to connect to the gray wire. It comes off the module for the daytime running lights. I don't really care too much for the bigger gauge going into the smaller gauge.
Isn't that called docking?
Yeah, the bigger one goes over the smaller one. That's docking for sure. Or if you want to get technical, it's also referred to in the South as snoodling.
Snoodling? I've never heard of snoodling.
Learning stuff every day. Make sure you get full penetration. Crimp her down.
Is it good for you?
Oh yeah. I'm just going to light up her life a little bit here.
Since the yellow wire is not being used, we ended up cutting it, and then we wired our hot side to the battery with our ground side to the actual grounding bolt there next to the battery.
So the first step is I need to loosen the fender flare enough to pull it out and be able to disconnect the light to gain access to the front fascia piece around the headlight. And if you don't have the fender flares, then it's just going to be as simple as getting to the backside here behind this piece and removing the two 7mm screws that hold the backside together.
Work it.
Next, gonna pop this little tab up right here on the top. Be careful not to do that. Utilizing a trim remover, pull that clip out. So next, you're gonna take and apply pressure to remove this trim piece here. You got several clips behind it. You just gotta be a little forceful with it. Don't try to force it too hard. If it's not working for you, you might need to hit it with your big purse. So you got 3 clips along the inside edge, 1 clip in between the high and low beam, and then you got a few little clips that are fairly easy to come out along the rest of it. Next step in order to get these things off is you got a combination of 10mm and 1 7mm bolt. 2 bolts on top, 7 bolts along the trim piece on the bottom, along with a trim clip. And 1 more little bolt is hidden way up in there. There's also going to be some trim pieces right here that you'll have to pop.
Those clips, so it made it difficult to come out, so you had to make sure you push them down, right? And then there's that clip right there. We need some pliers for it. Magnetic fit for this part so you don't lose the bolt. You're a little nervous, man.
Usually not used to doing this in front of a crowd.
There's no crowd here, there's no judgment. What's going on here?
It's just the internet.
It's just the internet.
Nobody ever judges you on the internet.
Oh, it's nothing but nice people on the internet.
So now what I'm going to do is take the electrical clip off of the marker light on the top of the headlight. Get that out of the way. Then she should come out. This guy can be a real pain. So remember to lift up before you start pulling out. Yep. Main light,
And
turn
then-
signal, marker light.
Here we go.
One thing I would point out, there's no adjustment for the high beam on the factory light. You're going to reuse your bulb socket for your turn signal and also for your marker light. Counterclockwise turn to get it out. Clockwise to get it in. Take the connector off the bottom, clip it in. Stock marker light, counterclockwise to get it out. Take your bulb out, come over here, plug it up, nice and tight. This is the go-between for the turn signal. Until it clicks, you have your headlight control that goes down here until it clicks. Your daytime running light connector, just like that.
And don't forget your marker connection at the top.
Slide back in the way that it came out. Dude, that looks mean. Before we get too much further, everything's connected. Make sure that everything comes on like it should.
There it is. Like, look at the difference. AlphaRex side, very clear line. The other side, very blurry, very diffused line.
Make sure to not over tighten these. So gotta get these guys back in. You gotta make sure that they're aligned. You don't want to push them in and get all messed up.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Hit first. What's going on, Jason?
Cleaning up the fascia piece. Last fit did me good. I got no complaints with them. Just don't want people thinking that they're putting out products that they aren't. She likes to curve a little bit more. Curve for her pleasure.
There it is. All right, remember, it's money shots. Slow it down.
Tight connection.
Hold on.
Premature installation.
Yes, premature installation. Slow it down.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there. They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
You guys have a safe word?
Yeah, Chevy.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there. They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Damn it, Frank. I'm having a hard time looking at it.
That's it, dude.
Alright guys, so the install took about an hour per side, and remember that harness we installed at the beginning, it is optional. You don't have to wire it if you don't want to have your DRL planks to be on at all time. You know, and the lights so far have been really great. Jason's really happy with the light output. He's out on the road and out on the trail. They're designed to fit 2015 and 2017 Ford F-150s, but they also have a series of lights that cover Fords, Rams, Chevys, and so many more, and they're adding more every day like they're working on the Toyota light. But what really sets them apart, the Nova series have that really cool boot up sequence with the sequential turn signals, and they just have really great light output. Super bright with a clear cut off line so you're not blinding anybody. Now if you want to get a set, there's 3 models to choose from. There's a chrome, there's a black, and there's a jet black. The black is kind of a flat black look, with the jet black being more of a glossy look. All lights come with their 2-year warranty. We had a chance to work with these guys quite a bit, and they have really great customer service, and they're very responsive. Prices start at about $11.50. Keep It Dirty Off-Road subscribers and followers get 15% off using code DIRTY15. Again, that's DIRTY15. Alright guys, stay tuned. We have a couple more videos coming up on these lights. We're going to be comparing the Nova Series lights to the stock F-150 lights, as well as the LED lights on the Raptor. And we're also going to try to find someone with the Marimoto lights to do a proper side-by-side comparison. Really want to thank the guys down at AlphaRex for hooking us up with these lights and passing on some of the savings to our followers. Big thanks to Jason for being my model in this video and not asking for a fluffer. Check out his build, F150 Raptor conversion with Raptor takeoff parts. He calls it Scraptor. Check him out on Instagram at Scraptor1023. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to stay tuned to our testing of the AlphaRex slides, as well as more off-road content and Raptor content. Keep those trucks on the trails and dirty, and see you guys on the next one.